Daniela, what different textures did you do to this? What did you do?
On this,
Yeah. What
right
did you
now,
do?
aluminum foil, and I used
Wait a minute. You did what?
here I used aluminum foil.
And what did you? How did you put it on there?
I used paint as glue.
Uh huh.
And here I use those graffito. At
Okay.
first I used green and then like a lighter green and then I placed all the colors and scratched them off. And for the sky I used cut out magazines and then I just traced the lines to make it stand out.
Good. Pretty happy with the piece. What kind of textures did you use on yours?
Here I cut up pieces of paper and then I pasted them. And then also with the paint I left like marks. And then on the trees I did graffito. At first I put yellow and then purple and then scratched.
Okay. You pretty happy with the technique?
I think it could have been like neater.
It could have been neater.
Yeah, but like it's my first time working with graffito.
Would you use it again?
Yes,
Yeah? You liked it?
yes.
Have you heard about Sgraffito before this?
No, I don't
No,
think
you
I-
hadn't heard it?
no.
Artist, that was a friend of mine, Angel. I showed you some of his pictures. He uses a lot of Sgraffito in his. Are you done with yours? Just about?
Yeah.
Can you tell me some of the textures that you used on yours?
I use tissue paper to make like a rocky texture
Uh-huh.
on the edges. I use some glue like to add a little bit of detail. Newspaper to do the numbers, of course. I also use saran wrap to.
How do you like your piece?
I think that I still have to add a lot more things, but I like how it's coming out.
Uh-huh. How did you use texture in your piece?
For the sky, like for the clouds, I used cotton, but like very thin. And then for the ocean, I used like a plastic supermarket bag, and like then, but I left it like a little bigger than it was supposed to be. So like then I could make like little ridges.
Uh-huh.
And then for the sand, I'm using like crumpled paper.
And you're going to paint the paper?
Yeah.
And how did you apply this stuff to it?
Well, like for the clouds, like I put a little bit of paint in the cotton and then in the canvas, and I put it over and put more paint over it. And with a paintbrush, like I gave a shape to the cloud.
Are you surprised that paint as glue really works? I mean, right? It's kind of strange that it works. Had you ever done anything like this before? No. Are you going to use texture again, you think? Yeah? Thank you. How's it going on you?
Kind of.
Kind of?
Yes.
You still hating it?
Yes. It's the worst painting I've ever done.
Oh, come on. What did you learn?
I should stay to detail.
That you will never do this ever.
No.
That's what you learned?
Yes.
You should stay with detail.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think that, but don't you think with your detail that the idea of texture is still important,
Yes.
right? And so you're not going to be using, you're going to be using implied texture,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
And there was actually some of the things that we showed where you could have done that. Like when we took the plastic wrap and pulled it off paint, and it left a texture, right? There was an implied texture there.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you experimented the way you did, and it's good to know what you will do and what you won't do. I mean, that's valid. But what did you do here? Let's talk about what you did do.
Like a paper mache out of tissue paper, and then like the bottom of the parts at the bottom are darker than the parts at the top.
Uh-huh.
So as as the mountains or lumps or whatever you want to call them, like go higher, the brighter the color.
Now you've changed this quite a bit. Almost every day you kind of
Yeah.
work some different colors into it. And
Yes.
has that helped?
A little, not really though.
Still really haven't found what you want though.
No, I'm not like really getting what I wanted to get.
Uh-huh. All right. Experimentation's a good thing.